Hi everybody, and thanks for watching me. Today I would like to share with you some ideas of how something negative could become a lovely benefit if it's given in small doses. Let's start about let's start talking about one word that has become popular these days, such as such an important word is Procrastination. Procrastination. Accepted. Procrastination is part of our daily routine. Is procrastination bad? Does it have anything good? Why people hate this word? Well, let's say that the Cambridge Dictionary defines procrastination as the action of delaying something that must be done, often because it is unpleasant or boring. However, people do not procrastinate for pleasure. People usually find difficulties to organize their time, get inspiration, or simply understand the purpose of things. It is possible to procrastinate a little bit while we work or study. I think that all people need to be ready to work, to study, to do excellent exercise, and even to relax. Life needs to be good balance of things. I would like to share a short family story that I hope you will enjoy. The lack of planning leads to making things hard. This person is my dad, and when he was a college student, he was asked several times to deliver essays, reports, and a lot of research papers about different subjects. One day, one of his teachers asked him to write a text about social media. My dad was a good student, and he thought the assignment was not too difficult to be done in a couple of hours. That paper had to be handed in 2 weeks, so my dad did not rush through his work. He spent time being with his friends, doing other academic activities, and enjoying his life as a young student. When he still had a couple of days, he delivered his work. He started writing some ideas because he was not irresponsible, okay? He was a good student. Unfortunately, he had little inspiration and he thought that it could come later. However, it did not happen. When the deadline was close, he started reading, collecting information, asking some friends about data, but the pressure was too high that he only wrote 4 or 5 pages. The real problem was that his teacher was expecting 15. Yes, 15. In fact, my father's friends wrote 20-25 pages. He felt really bad that day. At this point, you can think that my dad was lazy, but this idea is wrong. Simply, he was not motivated and he was distracted. However, if you have no inspiration, you may combine responsibility and pleasure in small doses and things will never get complicated. My dad procrastinated, but if he had worked hard with short breaks, his work would have been much better. Why is it difficult to organize your time to work and not your free time? Good question to analyze, right? I think that my dad You and I must work and procrastinate in a wise way. Why you haven't started that important thing? It happens to all people, to teachers and students. Right, teacher? Sometimes you have to finish that report, chapter to read, or exams to check. But you may think it will take lots of energy and time that you can invest in doing something important, such as finishing your favorite Netflix movie or doing some research about why cats always land in all 4 feet. Something very important. Watching TV series or a movie is not negative. It is good price when you work hard. Now it is time to see some funny cartoons about procrastination. I will give you some seconds to read them and think if you have ever experienced something similar. Well, people usually find interesting stuff on their smartphones, but why it is wrong? Some people do not like children or things are in their smartphones, but realizing it is necessary. You can learn good stuff while procrastinating. Believe me, I have good experience in this topic. Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube have hours of content about anything you would like to learn. Obviously, be moderate. You don't need to spend hours in front of a screen. Also, we always have so much to do, and time seems to be limited. People often feel tired of the amount of work. For example, we as students do lots of homework fro- from one day to other. Sometimes it can burn our brains. Well, only for those who are more academic. One solution is to prioritize and organize the most important things to do first. Let's be honest, not everything is as important as we think. A good organized plan will save you life and you will avoid problems for sure. And productivity, let's find a middle point to solve this discussion of what is good and bad. I think we must consider that nobody can work or study well without a bit of procrastination. Our brains needs to disconnect from heavy stuff. The 90-20 minute rule may help a lot to increase productivity, attention, and motivation. That is so important. Don't forget the rule is 90-20. Never 20 and 9. Never. Well, as my cousin do. In this case, my cousin Joshua usually invents this rule. He works 20 minutes and plays video games for 90. At the end, he is always doing everything at the last minute. Bad boy, bad boy. By the way, my cousin is not the only one. Let me tell you that I have experienced this problem. However, I am working hard to manage my work and free time, and I think I achieved that. In fact, I prepared this talk because I know how important it is to face this situation. People should not force themselves to do everything in 1 minute because mistakes can happen. In conclusion, if when things are properly done, it will bring happiness to people's lives and higher productivity will better results can come. It's not bad to have some free time procrastinate wisely. Although the tasks can be difficult, we must start to do something. If you give yourself a reward after hard work, Your brain and body will thank it for sure. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed this talk. Thank you.